one of the things that happens when our adrenals are tired or whatever, or because of how we were reared as a baby, which means that we were sat before we could sit, we were stood before we could stand, we were bounced on our feet before we could do anything. It just really, that, you know what I'm saying? You take a baby and you kind of, oh, like the baby loves it. The practice is hard on the adrenals and the kidneys. Anyway, if this is the issue, and I do this, what happens to the tip of my tail? I lock it. First chakra is automatically wiped out. I look good. But inside, in the aging process, I'm putting myself in line for some urogenital problems, and it might not show up till the 50s or something, prostate or other kinds of issues. These are areas that we have a lot of issues with, uterine, etc.
So
Look at my lowest spine. Look at my hip joint when I do this. So, if my adrenals are not awake, basically, they don't know where they are or something, and I go like this, there's nothing else I can do to help them. They're locked in. But if I let them go, then I've opened up the root chakra. Can you see that? It's open.
You let the adrenals go or the gonads?
The adrenals. So having now felt that, letting the adrenals go, feel what it's like to tuck, called tucking in English, or lifting the gonadal system, or lifting in the adrenals, which pumps the back more. This is not as acceptable in a yoga class as this is. Do you recognize that? If I was in your yoga class and I do this, you'll recognize that you'll correct me on something, whatever your approach is. But if I do this, you will not probably correct me. Maybe now you will. This, do you see I'm more tense? Where this, I'm not more tense. And maybe you'll give me corrections because my shoulders or my head or something is off, but you won't correct necessarily my low back. But if you look at my hip joint, it's more than 90 degrees. That's a clue that I have tight. Hip joint is the same. If I'm below 90 degrees, you know my adrenals are low. Because my navel's droopy. Now, if I find my pelvic floor, my hip joints should be about 90, is it? So my coccygeal body and the perineal body are in relationship.